of Hans versus Jeffrey. Check this out. After f6, if you play the natural castle, this feels like a very natural move, right?
Yes.
The problem is that I take on e5, I take on e5, I go bishop d7, you go knight d6. This is a very normal sequence. And now I have this brilliant move, rook to f2. Check this move out. You cannot take because of knight to b3, right? Knight to b3, that's a discovery check. I'm picking up the queen, and that's pretty much over. I mean, you're going to have to, maybe not over, but you're going to have to defend. Black is definitely better, borderline winning. So you cannot take on f2. Probably you have to go something along the lines of b4, and once again, it looks like black is in trouble. But I don't care about the knight. I'm actually going to go bishop to a4, and that's why it's important to start with bishop d7 and then rook f2. Not leave the knight on a b5. Quite a brilliant maneuver by black. That's why the best move in the position right now is to just wait. Play the move bishop to e2. Hint at the fact that maybe you will go short.
Chess Bay casts doubt on the position. Chess expert Torstein Bay describes the case as surprising and a disappointment. He points out that Nielsen is not only chess president, but also a top player. This cannot be considered a juvenile sin. At the same time, no one can compare it a bit with Niemann in terms of time perspective. It is clear that this was a serious tournament. It's about the event, everything that's going on, and that's not happening. So at the end of the day, I'm a little bit surprised by this. I am actually very surprised by this, because we already know that Magnus has said he won't play against Hans. I think he said he won't play against Hans again. So you already have a situation where Magnus and Hans can't play in the same tournament. But then beyond that, if Hans is being like this, I don't know. Maybe he's just not going to get invited, honestly. But we will see. At any rate, Hans did win the first game. We have a tweet. One would think checking the player's banana is a bit too much, but okay. Banana fish, yeah. Now I'm betting, looking at this picture, there's only one player this can be. This has to be Mr. Samuel Shankland, because he always brings bananas to like every game. So you got to be checking. You got to be checking Sam's bananas every game that he plays, because he always brings a banana to the board, always. Obviously,
especially after seeing the interview and everything, I felt like I was kind of disrespected, and it was also kind of a wake-up call that I really needed to improve my openings and everything.
How did you feel after that game yesterday? Because you had your chances.
Oh my god, I was not expecting that. Thank you guys for telling me to watch. Oh wow, okay. I was not expecting that. Okay, let's keep going.
You think you're getting weirdo sending pics? So one of the wonderful things about oooh is that they have an AI system that makes sure you do not, I do not get any dick pics or anything like that. That's oooh does a really good job of making sure everything's already PG. Yeah. Nice. But yeah, that's kind of the whole point.
So let me make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see it. And here's what we have. So we have this article here. I'll put this up top, and this, I translate this, of course, you guys. So this is not actually in English. This was in Norwegian. It says, the chess president admits to having cheated. The association takes a strong stand. Norway's chess president Joachim Berger Nielsen, 29 years old, admits to NRK that he cheated while he was part of the Norway Gnomes chess team. The Chess Association writes that they take a strong distance from cheating. Now, one thing of
yes, and we also can see now on our screens Hans Niemann. Everybody is checked carefully. But what was interesting, the arbiter said yesterday during the technical meeting that no matter what, the time will start. Yes, of the clock.
We will start at 1, said Frank.
Yes.
Guadalupe. Yes, our chief arbiter, Chris Bird, is the chief arbiter for the ladies. Yes. Right. And Arena is like, come on, come on, let's get going.
And you see there's somebody else being won.
Whether you think he did not, at the end of the day, with interviews like this, Hans himself, it feels like, is putting himself in a box where I find it very hard to believe that organizers are going to want to invite him to tournaments, because organizers are looking for people who are outgoing, are positive about the event, everything that's going on, and that's not happening. So at the end of the day, I'm a little bit surprised by this. I am actually very surprised by this because we already know that Magnus has said he won't play against Hans. I think he said he won't play against Hans again.
The game Fabiano beat him in the Petrov from 3 months ago. I wasn't aware of this St. Cup game.
Okay, okay. Yeah, and I think that one actually, he deviated quite early on. After 94, he played bishop to d3. Completely different game.
But hey,
Now,
hey, I'll say this. I'll give the haters one bit. At least Christopher is being honest about it. He did not see the game. He's being honest about it. Okay?
when were you?
And that's how it goes. And then I do it, and then once it's submitted, you guys can react to that.
All right, guys.
So
You're watching me do this. Oh, I want
Show me
to
your
ask
face.
you guys to. I'm asking you guys to show me.
I don't
your
know.
face.
Chad had a pretty high opinion of you, Dragon. Yeah, you're too pretty. I agree. Then you're getting weirdo sending pics. So one of the wonderful things about
Yes, it's
Very animated Hans Niemann. Like, did I miss my win? Did I miss a win?
I completely forgot something to say.
Yes. Yes.
Very emotional
Very emotional.
at this moment, yes. And Jeffrey, I mean, I still wonder why he wears mask. But
Yes.
never mind. I mean, it's
Right.
because it moves down. Yes, it has some bad technique.
Right?
There.
The nose isn't covered. What's going
Yes, yes,
on?
yes. So just, I think
I
it's a matter of
recognize him.
habit. Like you wear.
And you prepare A3, and somehow Black's pieces are discombobulated. This
Very tactical player. Now, the reason I bring that up is, of course, very briefly, we can go to this game today against Wesley So, which is ongoing. Now, in this game, if we look at this game, you look at this opening. Christopher Yu actually plays a very tactical line in the Petrov defense, and it gets very, very sharp, very, very aggressive, and this is totally in his style. And right now, at this present moment, I don't know what is going on in this position right now. Computer says this is 0.6, it's better for Black, but when you look at this position, this is
Also, he made that difficult decision. That is such a huge boost of confidence.
to play for the
Yes,
There
he
it is.
resigned. He resigned, but somehow he
Oh,
didn't shake his hand.
win. That
What about handshake?
it was
we
like
see, we see a hybrid handshake.
I think it was like
Yes.
the two ships missed one another. The
He's
hand,
trying now. Oh, no.
Wesley's hand went out, and then it was a
I think Christopher
hesitation,
doesn't-
and the other hand
he
came out.
fist bumps.
Yeah, I think it was.
just very briefly what my new chess set looks like. These are called letters. This is the Amazon one. Bum, bum, bum. This one is from Amazon. The other one is from House of Staunton. And if you use code NEMO, you can get 15%.